Hello everyone, welcome to Sana IE. I'm your host XO. It's Friday. It's a new day. And I just want to take the time and pay my respects to George Floyd, and just everybody that lost their lives due to police brutality, as well as any type of hate crime or any type of hate in general, any type of racism in general. So I just want to take the moment out right now with the beginning of the episode, just giving us just a moment of silence just to reflect and just think and just pay our condolences to the people that lost their lives. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And we back. But man, I know it's been like just watching everything and everything that's been going on and sending my prayers just to cover the world, that we just love each other. That's what the world needs, just more love and less hate. Like, everybody should just love each other, embrace each other, embrace everyone for who they are. But it's not always going to be like that. And I'm just like honestly disgusted at what happened, simply because that all could have been prevented. But some people are just abuse their power and abuse their authority. So with that being said, welcome to Sana IE. It's Friday. Love each other, cherish each other, embrace each other for the flaws and all. And man, this is the last episode of season 3. And then, like I said, we're going to season 4. And I'm going to give y'all a little basis on season 4 and everything that I'm doing for season 4, because it's going to be a whole different transition. It's time to reinvent the podcast, reinvent Sana IE, reinvent XO. And I just appreciate everyone that's been with me on this journey, riding with me, and really just supporting me and giving me advice, helping me with each episode, and really just being there, like I said, throughout this journey. Without y'all, none of this is possible. This podcast isn't possible. Me keep going and being consistent and persistent with this isn't possible without you guys. So I appreciate y'all. On this episode, I got my quotes of the day. I got my French Friday. I got what I learned yesterday. Yesterday, I just took some time and listened to different various podcasts and took some notes from them, and as well as what I learned from those podcasts. And I'm going to discuss season 3, what I learned from season 3, my favorite episodes from season 3, and the journey I'm headed to season 4, and just everything about season 3, man. So like I said, I'm as well as discuss season 4 and what's coming up for the next season. And man, I appreciate y'all, for real. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And without y'all, like I said, none of this is possible. But it's a nice day. It's Friday. The sun is shining. I'm going to give y'all a brief break, and then we're going to switch up to the quotes of the day. Sana IE. First quote is, and I hear the birds chirping. I'm outside recording, by the way. But first quote is, make excuses or make changes. The choice is yours. Damn. And that's what it really comes down to. It's like you can either make excuses for what you want to do, or you can make the change and change your habits, change and discipline yourself to achieving what you want to achieve, as well as setting out, really taking the time out and writing out what you want to do, your goals, where you want to be in the next 5 years, where you want to be in the next 10 years, how you want your love life to be, how you want your career life to be. Write those out, and then go from, what do I need to change to make this to accomplish this? Or am I just making excuses, delaying delaying the whole process of me getting to where I need to be, delaying my future self from growing because my present self is stuck in my ways. So it's like you can't make excuses and expect change. You gotta make change to get change. So don't always try to make an excuse when it comes to something. Just go in and jump to it. Go do it. If you want to, like, dang, I want to start learning how to read, or not learning how to read, learning how to play an instrument. There's YouTube you can look at. I'm pretty sure you have, you can reach out to somebody and ask them, oh, what did you do to start learning how to play this instrument? Or where can I go to learn to play this instrument besides YouTube? What if I'm more hands-on? So if like you want to start something new and do something new, it's been on your mind, lingering on your mind for some weeks, some months, some years now, and it's time to stop making excuses and start making them changes. Create the results that you want. Apply yourself. Don't keep making excuses. Keep telling yourself you can't do it, or I'll do it later, or I'll do it tomorrow. Nah, do it today. Start now. Start on what you want to do versus giving yourself excuses. The excuses is only hurting you, not helping you. So once again, the quote is, make excuses or make changes. The choice is yours. Make that change. The next one is, sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. And trials and tribulations always lead to a promised land, always lead to our purpose, always lead to that better life. But during that time, during the trials and tribulations, during the hard times, during the bad times, we just feel like, is this ever going to end? Why me? Why does this happen to me? You got to flip that thinking. What is this trying to teach me? How can this opportunity right now, how can this bad time, this trials and tribulation, how can this help me grow? How can I grow from this? How can my story, my testimony right now help somebody else? How can this test help somebody? So sometimes, which are the bad things that you're going through is just to help you grow, not to help you fold, I want to say, or belittle you or make you small. Everything that you're going through is to help you grow. It just depends on how you view it. So start viewing things, the bad things, as growing pains, which is what they are. Sometimes we all going through bad things. I've been on my bad journey to where lost an apartment, got stolen, and that happened 2 weeks within each other a few years ago. And it's just like, it happens for you to be on a better path, a brighter path. And that's what happened to me. I had to learn. I was doing a whole year. It was just bad for me. But then everything just shifted. Everything shifts and picks up. It's like we all go through the hard times, the bad times, the fucked up times, the shit that you don't want to tell nobody about. Sometimes you got to express that to somebody so maybe they can help you out and be like, oh, I've been through that too. Man, let me tell you how I got through it. So it's all about voicing how you feel. Never don't keep that in. But the quote is, once again, sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. So if you're going through something bad right now, well, you know what I always say, embrace it, as well as my current situation isn't my final destination. So if your current situation is up in flames right now, you're in the middle of a storm, in the middle of a tornado, in the middle of the hardest shit that you ever been through in your life, take some time out and embrace that. Hug it, pull it in. It's meant for you to grow. That bad thing is just pushing you forward to a great opportunity, to that beautiful destination, to that promised land. So, once again, I'm going to repeat the quote. Sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. We all go through the bad things. Embrace it. But still stay focused on the good. And that's what I want to talk about on what I learned. But, hold up, wait a minute. We're going to flip to the French Friday. Oui. That means yes. But bonjour. Let's start with the French Friday, man. I'm just like, I love everything about France. So French Friday, like I said, oui means yes. And then we have oui, ça va bien, which is yes, I am well. Then we have comment ça va, which is how are you. Then we have merci, which is thank you. And then we have ça va très bien. Ça va très bien. I kind of messed it up. But that means I am doing very well. And then we have et toi, which is and you. And then we have bonne journée, which is have a good day. And then we have bonjour Marie, enchanté, which is hello Marie, nice to meet you. Once again, on the French Fridays, we have bonjour Marie, enchanté. Hello Marie, nice to meet you. Then we have bonne journée, which is have a good day. Then we have et toi, which is and you. We have ça va très bien, which is I am doing very well. Then we have merci, which is thank you. Then we have comment ça va, which is how are you. Then we have oui, ça va bien, which is yes, I am well. And then we have oui, which is yes. So that's the French Friday. I hope y'all took the notes on the quotes and bars. but notes on that as well as the French Friday, man. And we just gonna keep picking up. I know I was like, oh, it's the last episode. Yeah, it's the last episode. We're gonna take probably a month break, maybe a month and a half, and come back stronger with season 4. But on this episode, I'm gonna continue in what I learned yesterday. I'm gonna say what I learned. Well, what I learned this week as well as yesterday, which is everyone has flaws. Don't let these flaws run your life. Accept and embrace them. They don't disqualify you from winning. We all have flaws. Nobody's flawless. Nobody's perfect. Once you accept that and once you understand that, it'll take a whole weight off your shoulders. Your view will start changing, because it's like sometimes we let our flaws hold us back from accomplishing greatness. We all have flaws. We all have flaws that we don't tell people about. But some people think, damn, you're so perfect. And then you're thinking in your head, well, if you knew this, nah. Stop thinking about don't let the negative thoughts control your habits. We all have negative thoughts. We all think about our flaws on a consistent basis. But it's like, why don't you just wake up and say you love yourself? Or wake up and just accept who you are. In my opinion, and what I've learned from a podcast I was listening to yesterday is you're perfect in this moment. Growing into the next moment. You're perfect for this moment in time right now. But 5 years from now, you'll be a different type of perfect. Accept who you are, accept what you've been through, and then just embrace everything. Embrace your flaws. Like I said, nobody's perfect. Nobody has it right. So right now, think of yourself, say to yourself, I am perfect in this moment. And which you are. And the flaws you have today will be perfections tomorrow, and you'll have different flaws next week. So it's like flaws will always change. Once you embrace your flaws and be like, man, I'm flawless. And then that'll push you, that'll change your mind, change your whole perspective on viewing things and how you view yourself. Something else I learned was your negative talk this is a fact, by the way. Your negative talk is 40 times to 50 times more powerful than your positive thoughts. So once you speak something negative into existence, it is 40 to 50 times powerful than that positive thought or that positive talk. So the negativity, the negative thoughts, the negative talk, don't speak it. Don't even keep it in. Throw it out. Just flip it to a positive thought. I always say that. Flip that thought to a positive thought, because that negative thought is only going to hurt you, and the negativity never helps nobody. And we all know that. We all been through the negative phases and negative stuff to where we hold that negativity on us, and it really doesn't help us or benefit us at all. So that negative talk, don't even speak into existence. Always speak and think positive about yourself and about anything in every situation, about your love life, about your career, about your friendships, about your health. Always speak positive, think positive. Trust me, I have the negative thoughts too, but I don't let the negative talk get out. And the negative thoughts, I always try to flip with the positive thoughts, which is real quick and simple. As well as an acronym I learned is automatic. Well, the acronym it's ANTS, but the acronym is automatic negative thoughts. We all have the negative thoughts that every day, every time about any and every situation. It's like we think good and then we flip to negative. Why? Why do we do that? Why can't we just stay positive and be positive? And it starts with just putting yourself in that positive aura and that positive light, and just enjoying life, going out with nature. I'm watching a bird fly right now. The bird looks so peaceful flying, like he ain't got a care in the world. He just flying, enjoying the day, enjoying the weather. That's what you got to do. Sometimes maybe you got to just step out your comfort zone and just do something out of the ordinary, to where it's like gets you away from that thinking, gets you away from that negative habits, the negative traits, that negativity. Maybe you got to go swim in the ocean. Or maybe you got to just really just take some time off and unplug and just get off the internet, get off social media, get more clarity on your life and who you are, and understanding yourself, understanding your triggers, understanding what makes you you. I'm gonna give y'all a brief break. As well as the acronym ANTS, which is, once again, automatic negative thoughts. I learned about questioning your thoughts and writing down what you feel. When I mean questioning your thoughts, question them with these 5 questions or these 5 tasks. 1, question the thought or the negative thought. Is it true? And be like, yeah, it's true. And then be like, ask yourself, is it absolutely true? And then ask yourself, how do you feel? And how would I feel without this thought? And then maybe flip the thought from something negative to something positive. Do those 5 steps when it comes to negative thought or negative thinking. Always write it down and question the thought. Don't let the thought question you. You question the thought. As well as don't be attached to your thoughts. Let your thoughts flow freely. And don't get attached to them or caught up to them, especially the negative ones. The negative ones, well, we all know. We all have negative thinking. We always think negatively. And they would just draw you in, and they take energy out of you. They suck all the energy out of you. So don't let those negative thoughts really control you. You control the negative thoughts. Write down how you feel. Write what you feel when you hear those thoughts or when you think those thoughts. Question them, write them down, and then do these 5 tasks. Like I said, ask yourself, is it true? And then ask yourself, is it absolutely true? Ask yourself, how do you feel? Then ask yourself, how would I feel without this thought? Then flip the thought to something positive. Once again, don't be attached to your thoughts. Let your thoughts flow freely. Another thing I learned about, I was listening to the podcast this morning, and Phil Mickelson, if y'all know who Phil Mickelson is, he's one of the top 5 golfers in the world. And he says he visualizes his strokes. He visualizes the way he plays. He visualizes just everything, having that visual picture in your head, visualizing success and staying with it, keeping that visual picture in your head, as well as doing the physical activity behind that. So stay with it no matter what you're doing. Keep that visual picture of what you want to do. If you want to be successful in a certain field or a certain career or your love life or a business or in sports, or you just want to be a successful manager, successful boss, successful personal trainer, just something you want to be successful at, or you just want to visualize how you want your future to go. Visualize how you want it to go and keep that consistent in your head. Feel how it would feel to be at that point that where you want to be in your life. See what you want to see. Visualize your days. I highly recommend meditating. Meditating keeps you at peace, lets you control your thoughts, lets you control what you're thinking, as well as visualize what you want and what you need in your life. So taking that time out to really just close your eyes, visualize the current, the past, the future, and just really stick with it. Don't let nothing else deter you or have that vision change. Sometimes the vision does change and it enhances, it gets better than worse. So visualize what you want, stay set on that visualization, and keep moving forward. Man, but we're going to flip season 3. That's what I learned these past few days. Season 3, man, 35 episodes. This is the 35th episode of season 3. And I didn't know it was stretched so long. This has been the longest season, but I'm appreciative of it because I've learned so much during the season and during every episode. I've learned more and more as I did research, as I interviewed people, as I just talked with different people around me and network with different people. I've learned so much about the podcast, and I've brought in more people onto the podcast family-wise. But season 3, man, what a journey from the start. I started season 3 in January, and here we are in May, end of May, going into June. 5 months straight of one season. Damn, that's crazy. I'm going to pat myself on the back, though, and I'm going to salute you guys for staying with me through this journey. What I learned from season 3? Well, the first thing I learned which was like the second episode I've done with Mario Reed at Mr. Reed on Instagram, which is career versus passion. Career versus passion. Me growing up as a little kid, the career I wanted to be was a firefighter. And then as I got towards middle school, astronaut, then basketball player. And then as I grew up, high school, didn't really have no plan for a career. My only passion at the time, I would say, was always basketball. My passion was always basketball from a little kid till I grew up. But until I graduated. But career versus passion, that's what I've learned. Just really deciding, is your career worth more than your passion? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But if you're not passionate about your career, then what's the whole point of doing it? In my opinion, that's my opinion. I'm like, so I would rather chase the passion than chase the career, because the passion can turn into the career. So me right now, what am I passionate about? Making music, doing a podcast, doing photography, chefing. Those are just a quick list of my passions right now. So those are the passions that I'm eventually turn into a career. Well, I'm turning into a career as we speak. So it's all about debating about what are you passionate about and what you want to make a career out of it. So I was listening to that episode, and he really informed me a lot of knowledge. And one of the books he recommended in that episode was Emotional Intelligence 2.0. Read that. That's one of the books I'm going to be reading within these upcoming months. When season 4 comes back, I'm going to be discussing that book. But that's what I learned, just career versus passion. Some people are in a career right now that they're not passionate about, that they don't love, but they need to make bills and pay bills. That's what it comes down to with some people. But the next thing I learned for season 3 was episode 3, which is setting goals and giving those goals deadlines. We all have goals in life. And me, personally right now, since the whole COVID thing, my goals and my goal deadlines all fell off. But it's summer, it's June, whole new month, whole new shift. It's the 6th month of the year. It's time to get back focused and refocus, because everything's opening back up, and it's time to get the goals back set and the mind back set to where I want and what I need to accomplish. Especially the gyms were opening back up. I want to say within this month. I think by the end of June, the gym should be open back up, and I'm gonna be back at it again. But just really setting goals and giving deadlines to them goals, as well as updating yourself and checking yourself and giving yourself evaluations on them goals, and holding yourself accountable. We got to hold ourselves accountable when we set goals. We can't just write goals down and not hold ourselves accountable for those goals that we set for ourselves. Doesn't make no sense. Next thing I learned, 5th episode of season 3, which is about Barcelona. I love my trip to Barcelona, man. I'm glad I got to really get out there in January versus everything that happened. But Barcelona, the sights that I've seen, the architecture, the people, trying to learn how to speak Spanish out there, as well as the hotel, the food. I love the food. Oh my gosh, I love the food. They have one of the best salmons that I've tasted. One of the best fishes. Like, the fish was like so pure, if that makes sense. But it was so pure. And just being out there, I just loved Barcelona, as well as it was raining during the time, but it was still like good weather. I got to wear a peak coat. Felt like American gangster Denzel. No, just playing. But yeah, man, I just learned about Barcelona and more about Barcelona, and I just love that whole experience. And once everything clears up, I will be doing more traveling podcasts and doing podcasts in different states and different countries and everything. So that was that. The 10th episode of season 3, I learned about Carter G. Woodson, the creator of Black History Month, and the journey that he took to make sure it stayed afloat with Black History Month. Because there's always different types of history within Black History, but the whole origination of how Black History Month started, I've learned in that episode, which I said is season 3, episode 10. Go back and check it out, and let me know what you think. And then the next 2 episodes was what I learned about Black History Month, which is season 3, episode 9 and 11, about Black History Month, the people who are significant within that month, and just the whole origin, the whole aura of Black History Month. So check those out. Like I said, season 3 is episodes 9 and 11. Then I learned about Malcolm X, and what he went through and everything with his whole journey of how he started and where he's at now. So it's just a lot, man. And I'm just appreciative that I really took the time and really apply myself, as well as learned about this stuff. Like I said, Malcolm X episode was a power episode. Season 3, episode 14, discussing Malcolm X's whole journey of how he started, of how he became a Muslim, and how he got out of the Muslim society and what he converted to. So check that out and let me know what you think. But the most powerful episodes of season 3 is episodes 16 through 23, discussing mental health, which is something that is rarely talked about but needs to be talked about and discussed, in my opinion, in school, and always needs to be discussed and talked about within the families, within your peer groups, within your friends. Always talk about your mental health. See how people are mentally, see how they're doing physically, see how they're doing spiritually. Just always keeping that mental health and keeping that mental attitude no matter what, and never letting that mental health deter or let anybody really discourage you of what you're trying to do. So check on people mentally, see how they are, see what they're doing, see what they need, see how you can help them, see how they can benefit from you, not benefit from you, but benefit from your talk, your self-help. And another episode that was what I learned, episode 26, ways to build your immune system, which is what we're dealing with right now. Building our immune system to fight the COVID-19 and everything that's going on. So in that episode, I've learned about different ways to build your immune system, what to eat, what not to eat, what helps your immune system, what diminishes your immune system. So check those out. And then I'm gonna be right back, man. I'm gonna give y'all a little brief break, but that's what I've learned in season 3, from episode 2 all the way to episode 26. If you haven't heard one of the episodes that I just mentioned, they're very informative and educational. Take a gander back, check them out. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna give y'all a break. I'll be right back. My favorite episodes from this season and my favorite month from the season would have to be episode 16 through 23, discussing mental health. That whole, for March, I did March for mental health, and I discussed mental health and different ways mental health is affected throughout different communities and different people, as well as childhood and the mind-brain-gut connection, and as well as what you put in your body and what you feed your body, what you feed your mind, what you feed your stomach. So check those out. Like I said, they're episodes 16 through 23. And it's the March for Mental Health Month, and it's just different issues and different topics about mental health. And very educational. Research was phenomenal, and as well as a conversation I had in there. So check those out. Let me know what you think, and just give me some feedback on those episodes. If you feel like anybody that you know is dealing with any mental health, is on a mental health journey, or just needs any help or anything like that of that nature, you can bring them to me, or connect them with the right people as well. So we all can help each other. If you're dealing with anything mentally, reach out to me and I'll be able to help you or connect you with the right people as well. But as far as those episodes, I've just learned so much about mental health during that month, and every episode that I researched was just like big to me. So check it out. Let me know what you think. If I had a least favorite episode, let me see. If I have a least favorite episode, what would it be? I'm trying to think right now. I think it would probably be the first episode of the season, because I felt like I rushed it. So then I picked up traction and got a better along the way. And I hit him with the knockout punch for the episode 2, which is Career vs. Passion with Mario Reed. So you got to start somewhere to get somewhere, man. And that'll probably be my least favorite episode, the first episode of season 3. But season 3 is here and came and went. 35 episodes in. Can't believe went to 35, but I'm grateful that the season went so long, as well as what I've learned through this first half of the year. It's June. The first 6 months is really, I want to say, is up, but just what I've learned with each episode with my guests, as well as the research and the topics that I've done. So we're going to move on to season 4. And season 4, depending how the whole COVID and the stay at home order things go, looking for my location to shoot, do more visuals, and do the visual aspect of the podcast. So that's what I'm working towards, as well as reinventing it, like I said, getting some guests. Season 4, I want to base season 4 on entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs, as well as business owners, and just going on that lane for season 4. So that's where I'm headed with that. Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Rock with me. Stay with me. If you have any social media platform or anything of that nature, follow us at Szn Podcast for any updates and all updates, especially when the new season drops. And as well as secret shows, bonus shows might be releasing that you might not catch if you aren't following us. So follow us, tell a friend to follow us, share the show, share the page, and just follow us on any social media platform. As well as if you want to be on the email list, send me your email or email me at sniepodcast@gmail.com, and I'll add you to the email list, and you'll get the bonus episodes. Because I know I'm doing set of season 4, but I may come through with some, like I said, some bonus content, some bonus episodes before season 4 drops, or even some sneak peeks or some teasers. So stay tuned for that, as well as, like I said, subscribe to the show, subscribe to the email list, and I greatly appreciate it, man. What a show, what a journey, man. And I'm grateful that everybody was a part of season 3. We're headed on to season 4, and season 4 is going to be, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be great. More visuals, more people, more guests, more knowledge, more questions. And I'm really going to be digging deep with my guests and really get into their brain, as well as see how they are mentally, how they're physically, and just what I've learned throughout this time, man. But we back. We'll be back, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. On this episode, I'll give you a recap of what I did. The quotes of the day. Make excuses or make changes. The choice is yours. You can keep making excuses, or you can start making changes in your life with anything you want to do. I know you listening to this right now, I know there's something that's been eating at you that you've been wanting to do, but you've been telling yourself or making excuses for yourself of why you shouldn't do it or why you haven't did it. You got to change that, man. Change that habit, change that, apply yourself, and really hold yourself accountable. If you want to make change, start changing. Stop using excuses and make that change. My second quote is, sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. We all go through trials, tribulations to get to the promised land. Embrace what you're going through. Grow what you're going through. Everybody has bad days, bad weeks, bad months. Had shitty weeks, shitty months, shitty years. But that is just helping you grow to become who you're supposed to become. Discuss French Friday, man. You know, French Friday. We bring the French and Spanish segments back for season 4 too. So stay close, pay attention to that. And like I said, French Friday. Discuss my French words. I ain't gonna say all of them, but just saying merci, thank you. We have bonjour Marie, enchanté, which is hello Marie, nice to meet you. We had ça va très bien, which is I'm doing very well. And we had et toi, and you. I had what I learned this week. Everyone has flaws. Don't let these flaws run your life. Accept and embrace them. They don't disqualify you from winning. No one's perfect. We're not flawless. Everybody has flaws. So embrace who you are. Embrace what you become over the time, over the years, over this journey of your life. Embrace the year you're in right now. But no, you're going to continuously grow to the person who you're supposed to be. So you're going to keep growing. Embrace those flaws, man. The negative talk, like I said, it's a fact. Negative talk is 40 times to 50 times more powerful than your positive thoughts. So once you talk something negative into existence, it's out there, and it's 40 to 50 times more powerful than your positive thoughts. So anytime you have a negative thought, flip that with something positive. Positivity creates prosperity. So stay positive and be positive. I'll let you know about the acronym I learned: ANTS, automatic negative thoughts. Questioning your thoughts, writing down what you feel, questioning those thoughts, those 5 questions, 5 tips that I gave you in there earlier. Just question those thoughts. We all have negative thoughts. Question those. Discuss what I learned this season. I learned a lot. I want to hear what you guys learned this season as well from each episode, or what episode was your favorite, what episode was your least favorite, and why. So hit us up, like I said, on any social media platform, as well as emailing us, and read it out loud. I'm hit that with that bonus content, the bonus shows. I'll be reading that out loud, and I'll discuss my favorite episodes, my favorite month. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Sinai Podcast, EXO. Man, what a season. Coming back season 4, stronger than ever, bigger than ever, and we're going to reach more people. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like the show, subscribe, follow us on any social media platform. Share this with a friend, share this with a family member, share this with a coworker, share it with somebody who you might think might need it. Share it for me, because I appreciate it if you share it and spread the word for me. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll be back at y'all. Have a great, glorious time. We're going to be back. Stay tuned.